we are going to start off on the ground. I want you to have your knees bent, and we're going to do some pelvic tilts. Now, if you put your hand underneath your arm, underneath your back, you're going to basically press the middle of your back, not just the low back, but the middle of your back, and you'll feel it press down on your arm. So think about pulling your belly button into your spine. Now, if your head is tilted back because you have forward head like we talked about, then you're going to want to either put your hand underneath your head or put a little pillow, but your head should be in neutral. So I'm going to do this without my arms, but I just wanted to show you that. And it's very subtle. You're going to hold that for 3 to 5 seconds, making sure you're holding your breath. Not holding your breath, sorry, that was a faux pas. Okay, and I'm just pressing my mid back. I'm basically going into neutral pelvis. You know, I talked to you about having an anterior pelvic tilt, and we are, in essence, working to neutralize that. So you're tilting your pelvis. You can see that very subtle movement. I'm going to have you do 10 to 12 of these, and you can do these every day. It's also great to relieve low back discomfort. It's not going to solve it, but it decompresses the spine when you're in that neutral pelvis. Now from here, I want you to continue to draw that belly button to the spine, and we are going to do, I call these Bambi marches, okay? Now the object here is to not let your back arch. So you should feel these muscles in your belly tighten up. They should be engaged. If this is easy for you, I want you to start to march your feet further away. Now the key here is to maintain this contraction. You don't want to arch your back. You don't want to see this while you're doing it. So keep engaged, and we're going to march further away. The further away you go from the midline of your body, the more difficult it is to maintain that neutral pelvis. And you should start to feel a little bit of fatigue. It's not like doing 1,000 sit-ups, but it definitely does the job here. All right, so let's say beginner, intermediate, now a little more advanced. We're going to start with your legs in tabletop position or 90 degrees. You must maintain that neutral pelvis, that engaged core. I like to put my hands right here, and I can feel those muscles tighten. I want you to slowly start to let your legs go away from your body. And when you're doing this, you're going to be looking up at the ceiling, okay? Now, if you feel any discomfort in your low back, you're not ready for this. If you feel your back arching, you're either not engaging your abs properly, or maybe you're just not right now strong enough to do it. Now, if you can do this with no problem, you can experiment and go out a little bit further. You should feel no pain in your lower back. Make sure you're keeping all of this relaxed. I tend to tighten up my neck, and sometimes I'll do this just to keep my neck in neutral. And you can control. So if you want to go all the way out to there and you can maintain that neutral pelvis, great. If not, we're not going to do that. All right, from there, we're going to get the obliques. So we are going to just do some opposite elbow to opposite knee. Now I want you to make sure that you're not pulling on your head, particularly if you've identified that you have forward head. So literally, you can just do this. You can just do a rotation and keep your neck in neutral. Make sure you're exhaling and inhaling. Okay, try for 10 to 15 on each side. So I'm keeping the elbow that I'm not using, I'm keeping that basically glued to the floor. Keeping all that tension off of my neck. And we'll just assume I've done 10 to 15.